Hey VC, what's up? It's yours truly. Not really. It's Billy. I know you've been a while. Probably have no idea who you're looking at here on the screen, but it's good to be back. Slowed down just a little bit. Have a few days maybe to catch up on some videos. I've been watching videos. I've been trying to comment on videos, but I know I needed to get a couple videos made and get in on a couple contests here. So what I'm doing here in this video, guys, is making a reply to Andy over at Andy's Vinyl Den. Andy has a subs contest going on that runs, I think, through his birthday. July 7th? Yeah, 7/7/70. So that was Andy's audio file 777, which is what it used to be, but now it's Andy's Audio Den. I believe that's what it is. Is it Andy's Audio Den or Andy's Vinyl Den? Hell, I can never remember. Anyhow, Andy has come up with a really cool concept here for a contest. It's based on the 7 deadly sins, which is kind of cool. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the responses going around. But anyway, I wanted to get in on this. Number one, just to show support for Andy and his channel, but two, to get back in and start making videos again. It seems like it's been forever. So Andy, great channel. Y'all, I'm sure, already know of Andy and his channel. If not, you know the drill. I'll keep all the information down below. Check out Andy. Great channel, great stuff. So let's jump right into it here. Like I said, Andy wanted us to show 7 different things, or talk about 7 different things based on the 7 deadly sins. So the first one was pride. Show an album that you're proud to own. And that one was kind of hard. There were a couple that I really narrowed it down to. I was going to show Megadeth, Euthanasia, because I love the album. It's one of my favorite Megadeth records, and it's super hard to find, as I'm sure you all are well aware. But it's easier to find in better condition than the one I'm going to show. And the one that I chose is Eazy-E. It's on. This is one of my absolute favorites here. This is definitely a prize in my collection. You guys probably aren't familiar with it. I mean, some of you are. I mean, I don't know. But I love this, played the hell out of it, and was so jazzed to finally get it, and definitely proud to own that one. Number 2, Greed. Show an album that you would not part with for any amount of money. And this one was, unlike the last question, this one was fairly easy. And I think I may have shown this in one other video. This is Jim Croce, Don't Mess Around with Jim. This is, or was, it's mine now, but it was my mom and dad's original copy from when I was a kid, maybe even before I was born. This is the original copy, and it holds a very special place in my heart and in my collection. Number 3, Lust. Name an album or talk about an album that you wish you owned. And for me, that's easy. It's Danzig 2, Lucifuge. I have been on the search for a really, really nice original copy of that. Either a US pressing or a UK pressing, but it needs to be super clean to go with the rest of the stuff that I've gotten. It's just so damn expensive and so hard to find. I mean, nobody really gets rid of those things. You never see them in record shops, and then when you do see them on eBay, they just go for stupid money. Not that I haven't paid stupid money for records before, but this is just one that I've really just been striking out around all corners, and that's one that I really wish that I had. Is Danzig 2, Lucifuge. Number 4, Envy. Name an artist or a band that you wish you were a member of. This one I took a little bit of liberty here, Andy, which I hope you don't mind, and came up with two answers. Number 1, Poison. I know you're gonna laugh, dude. The reason I wish I would have been in Poison is because back in the day, these guys had to nail some ass. I mean, they were hammering it down in every town. That's why I would have wanted to be in Poison. And then on a little bit more serious note, I would pick Jamie Johnson. Jamie, new traditional outlaw type country. I say new, but Jamie's been around since 2006. He's been around, over 10 years. But really leading the way in new traditional honky tonk outlaw type country. And I've seen Jamie and his band several times. They're always the coolest guys, and I think that would be the band I would want to get in, just to play guitar, sing, do whatever. This is it. Let's see, where are we? 5, Gluttony. Name a band or artist that you can't get enough of. And that, for me, at this point, it changes every few years, I guess, and maybe every 5 to 10 years. I can definitely go back and say, put my finger on, man, I remember when I used to listen to these guys all the time and just couldn't get enough of them. But at this point now, over the last 5 years or so, it's been these guys. Blackberry Smoke. Southern rock country doesn't get any better than this. In this day, you have to go back literally to Marshall Tucker Band or Charlie Daniels to get, even Allman Brothers, but they're a little bit more bluesy. But definitely Marshall Tucker Band, Charlie Daniels, to get a good feel of what these guys are doing. These guys are kicking it. It's good stuff. Blackberry Smoke. It's a band I can't get enough of. Let's see, number 6, Wrath. An artist you can't stand. And for me, that's easy. It's Neil Young. I don't like it. Never liked it. Never will like it. I can't stand that whiny ass vocal of his. I don't know how anybody likes that stuff, but there's people out there that say they don't understand how anybody can like that crying in your beer country shit either. And me and Andy love it, right, Andy? Last one here, number 7 is Sloth. An artist or band that you used to really be into, but you don't find yourself listening to them as much as you used to. And that is Steve Earle. I'm a huge Steve Earle fan. And this is his new record here, Steve Earle and the Dukes, So You Want to Be an Outlaw, which is a fantastic record, honestly. But prior to this record, which just came out last week, I believe, prior to this record, I hadn't bought a Steve Earle record, a new Steve Earle record when it dropped, since Jerusalem in the early 2000s, because the rest of his stuff that he was putting out was just loaded with political nonsense and BS. And I like to kind of just when I want to listen to music, I want to kind of get lost, and I don't want somebody preaching at me and all the rest of that nonsense, if it makes sense. But this record, he kind of takes a step back to like the Transcendental Blues, even maybe before that with I Feel Alright. It's got a little bit of it, I Feel Alright, but a little bit more country undertones than I Feel Alright does. I Feel Alright had a little bit more rock, but Steve Earle was an artist that I used to just wear out. I'm talking from, I don't know, 89, 90-ish until early 2000s. So for 10 years or more, I I wore all his stuff out. So Steve Earle, that answers the last question for Sloth. Andy, great contest, great channel. I'm glad that we've connected through our videos, through our love of the same kind of music. Even though we tend to disagree on some things, it works out great. You know, you've got a great sense of humor, and I can definitely appreciate that. But thank you so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging in there. If you're still checking out my videos, I promise to make some more videos here real soon. So, guys, until then, take care. Peace.